Hey everyone, welcome into another episode of Metal Forge Reviews. This is a special edition of Metal Forge Reviews inspired by a recent interrogative by our friend in the Metal Meltdown. Rob, shout out to you. Keep up the great work, man. Wanted to talk about some albums that really scream Halloween to me. If this is your first time watching, thanks for tuning in. Here at Metal Forge Reviews, music is our passion, especially metal music. And I'd like to know what your favorite Halloween albums are. Make sure to leave them in the comments below. So first up for me is, I'm the only one here, so it is first up for me. First on my list is Sunn, Black One. This came out in 2005. A lot of metal bands try to be scary, but I don't think anyone can quite pull it off like Sunn can on this album. It is an utterly terrifying sonic experience. It's disorienting, unnerving, and mystifying all at the same time. This is not an album that I play in a consistent basis, but one that I have deep respect for simply because of its unique and horrifying atmosphere. It sounds like the gates of hell opening up beneath you. If I owned a haunted house, which I don't, but maybe one day I will just to do this, I would be playing this album on full blast, preferably through Sunn amps, obviously, and a constant loop, just to unnerve the shit out of all the customers, and all you would hear from the outside would be like... It would be freaking scary. I'd be scared owning it. Here's a clip from the song Cry for the Weeper. Not all Sunn albums are like this, thankfully, but this one is absolutely perfect if you want to make some trick-or-treaters feel really uncomfortable going up to your house. Next on my list is Type O Negative's Bloody Kisses, a 1993 release. We are going back in time for a few of these releases. This one almost made it onto my fall playlist video, which you should check that video out if you want to hear some of our favorite tunes to throw on during the fall time. But I think that this is a more appropriate category for this. This album just screams Halloween Sunn for me, especially Black Number One, that mentions Halloween twice in the lyrics. For those unfamiliar with Sunn, it is not only a punk band from the 80s, it is the Celtic celebration marking the end of the harvest season, celebrating the darker half of the year. It is a time of bonfires, feasting, and spirits. Despite its Celtic influences, Bloody Kisses is the perfect background music for this celebration. Here's a clip from one of my favorite songs on this album, and the one that really screams Halloween to me, Black Number One. If you can't tell already, Type O Negative means a lot to us here at Metal Forge Reviews. We hope that you are also a Type O Negative fan, and if not, that's okay too, because art is completely subjective and we still think you are cool. Last but not least, Alice Cooper's Prince of Darkness, a 1989 compilation album that was released by record label MCA. It consists of the best songs from Raise Your Fist and Yell and Constrictor. Two pretty much mediocre Alice Cooper albums, really. This was the album that I put on Metal Meltdown's comment saying that this is the album that reminds me of Halloween, and I'm going to say why. Between the album colors and songs like Teenage Frankenstein, He's Back, The Man Behind the Mask, and Prince of Darkness, this is the ultimate Halloween album for me. I don't disagree that this era of Alice Cooper is unabashedly campy, as the act was really trying to stay in lockstep with the more commercial sounds of hard rock and metal at the time. But ever since I saw Alice Cooper in New York City in 2001 on Halloween night at the Roseland Ballroom, Halloween and Alice Cooper will always go hand in hand for me. Here's a clip from my favorite song on the record, Roses on White Lace.
Came into your room that night and made such a mess. In my own way, I lovingly kissed the bride. With your ring in your hand, your eyes and your mouth open wide. In my eyes, blood drops look like roses on white lace. They won't wash away. In my mind, they're roses on white lace.
Roses on White Lace, incredible song. And if you haven't heard the Arsis cover of that tune, check it out. It is amazing. Alice Cooper, I mean, the dude's been at it for decades now, and he's still killing it. He's always just been on the cutting edge of what really means to be hard rock and metal, and he's been such an inspiration to huge artists all over the world, and is an inspiration to myself as well. Congrats, Alice, for making the top of the Halloween list. What? Here's a photo of me and my dad and my best friend Paul going to that show. We are in a limousine. My dad treated us to a limousine ride from our hotel to the Roseland Ballroom. That was an unforgettable show. Alice had just come out with Dragon Town and Brutal Planet, two unbelievably heavy records, great records. It was a great night. Thanks, Dad, for the trip and the memories. And to round out this list, I have a non-metal selection for you if you don't want to listen to metal all day or night on Halloween. It's John Carpenter, folks. Yes, the infamous horror director is also, if you aren't aware, a very talented composer. And he's typically known to score his own movies in soundtracks, basically. Almost all of his movies he's done the score for. Back in 2015, he released a fantastic album called Lost Themes. But I think any of his soundtracks are really worth firing up this Halloween, especially probably Halloween. So if you're into the electronic sort of retro synth kind of thing, just think of any John Carpenter movie and you basically will know the soundtrack already. Great stuff to play on Halloween. That about does it here for us, folks. Thank you so much for sticking through the whole video. Here at Metal Forge Reviews, we love talking about music, and we appreciate that you listen to what we have to say. What are some albums that stand out for you and put you in the Halloween spirit? Leave in the comment below, or hit us up on our social media pages. We come out with videos during the week, and you can absolutely always expect videos from us on Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern. Your subscription ensures that you can stay on top of all of our videos. We also want to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. We recently hit 500 and we've been growing, and we appreciate that so much. We really want to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark so we can unlock the YouTube community section and have a more open dialogue with you, because that's what that really means to us. We're not doing this for the money. We don't monetize any of our videos, nor do we plan on doing that. We play commercial music, which immediately negates any monetization anyway. And we're doing this because we love this music, and we're doing this because we want you to also hear this music and to have a space where you can go, you can feel like you're connecting with us, and you can feel like, oh, hey, I want to hear some new tunes. I wonder what Ben and Brandon have to say. That's really what this channel is all about. We simply want to hit that milestone, the 1,000 subscribers, to add another way for us to communicate to our viewers. That's it. And hopefully we can grow from there, too. That'd be great. With that said, may the turning of the year bring you strength and joy. Call upon the past and celebrate as the veil thins between the worlds. Honor yourself, Mother Earth, and all your relations. Have a blessed Samhain. Take care.